All right, stick with me, team. You're gonna love this. So what I want you to do is I want you to stop thinking of these as scales, which they are, okay? Okay, and I'll do a much more thorough lesson of this. Okay? What we just did there is I just did a bunch of what we call G major or E minor pentatonics. But what I'm thinking of the more ways is I want you to start seeing pathways. And when you hit one that sounds good, I want you to catalog it. Like, for example, I seem to be playing this one a lot lately. So that's kind of like a little lick, right? Yep. So I've kind of ingrained that pathway in my brain, and that was just right out of this G major scale position, okay? Right into that one. And again, why did we pick E minor and G major? Because E minor and G major are related. Relative minor, relative major, same notes. Of course, the penta means 5. It's just a stripped away version of the G major scale, starting with the E. Okay, and we haven't even talked about modes yet. So what I want you to do is try and do this. Before you can do kind of all the way up the neck like this and get it flowing really nice. Man, it's getting hard to talk and do this at the same time, but you want to just take 2 positions and create a pathway within those 2 positions. For example, strum a G chord. Just do like a G bar chord or a G open chord. Okay, and then we'll do a looper in a minute to wrap it up. Maybe do G and then do a little pathway in this one, okay? Now, again, yes, I am playing G major scale right there, okay? Now, my brain is not thinking G major scale. The framework's there. It's just imprinted in my head, okay? That major scale. But when I'm thinking of framework or a pathway. So again. Okay? Again, I almost derailed there. And that's another thing I want to point out. Rhythm is king, always. In everything you do, rhythm is king. So before you can link together a lot of longer pathways, create shorter ones, meaning just pick 2 scale positions, okay? You could do this G major scale position or this one, okay? And if you don't know these, don't worry. I will do a much more thorough video of all this with charts and everything. But watch the video I did yesterday. That's got all these G major scale positions. Or go up here and try and do this. Maybe think of the E minor pentatonic position. And then notice, oh, I got the G major scale there, and I got it here. So maybe play like a G power chord up here and try this. So let's watch this. Let's do a little pathway. Let's see what we can create up here between all the way from the 10th to like say finish on the 15th but on that G, which would be our root. Okay, so. See that? I do want to point out, you guys don't forget on YouTube, you can play things that like, you know, you can slow things down. So if you want to cop any of these licks, go for it. But I really want, all I'm trying to always do for you is not show you how to play anything note for note, which is fine if you want to do that. I'm trying to give you the framework so you use your musicality. So let's see what else we can come up. Okay, again, keep that flow. Rhythm is king. Your pathway may be something really similar. You might have to just learn how to create a cool pathway within one scale. So you might be going like, what if your pathway is this? What if you're like, oh, you know what? I know that G major scale position. My pathway is I'm gonna use octaves. See what I did there? Okay, here we go, try it. Okay, so that's just kind of freestyling. So play a G chord here and do a little pathway out of that. See, okay, there's a pathway. Okay, or maybe I play an E minor bar chord here, that A minor shape with the root note on the 7th fret. Maybe I do a little pathway out of this E minor pentatonic shape. Okay? There's that little pathway I created going right back into that G major scale position. Okay? Now, before we wrap this up with the looper pedal, This is a whole nother lesson, but you guys got to start learning intervals too, okay? So right here in this G major bar chord, you've got these intervals: major thirds, fifths, fourths, octaves, okay? Sixths. Did you guys hear me hit that jazz note? Shank! All right, let's do the looper pedal. So this is G, and we'll wrap this up to E minor, okay? Let's see if I can string some of these together. Here we go, real simple. That was a pathway. Let's do another one. Let's do that one I've been doing a lot. Use space. Okay, so you guys got the idea. So what I want you to do, when you just do this, just take G major, take a few G major scales, take a few minor, E minor pentatonic scales, but then once you get comfortable with them, I want you to start cataloging pathways in and out of the scales and start connecting them. You guys follow that? I know this is a lot. Don't worry. I'll try and break this down tomorrow or the next day. All right. Hit like if you're new, subscribe if you're new, which if you want to subscribe, you will. If you don't, you won't. But for those of you that are Team Jellyfish, love you guys. You guys are amazing. Hopefully you'll be part of Team Jellyfish, and you'll find out what that is. Drop Jellyfish. Drop your favorite sea creature in the comments. Tell us where you're watching from. Now go grab your guitar and start creating some pathways. I am out. Later.